Hi, this is CJ here, and today I'll be talking to you about feeling like you're stuck. If you're feeling like you're stuck in the middle of always talking yourself out of your goals that you set for yourself, you're not alone. If that's you, then I'm here to tell you that you're not the only one that's doing that. And so many of us, and we'll sit there and we'll set goals, and then we'll sit and we'll tell ourselves all the reasons why this would not work for us. What do you think is holding you back from achieving your goals? Dr. Dyer said, and this is important, this is so important. He said, don't die with your music still in you. Okay? Think about it. There's so many of us, and we would set all these wonderful goals for ourselves. Oh, and when you're doing it, you believe it. And then your mind start to play tricks on you. And your mind start to tell you all the reasons why this will never work. Okay? A Course in Miracles said, there are only two emotions. It says there's love and then there's fear. Okay? So if we're going to pick one that's holding us back, it sure would not be love, because love is natural and love is true. Okay? Love is truth. Now, fear is the most crippling. Yes, I said it. Illusion there is. And that's exactly what fear is. Fear is an illusion. It's an illusion. It's not real. Would stop on, would use these common base excuses like, oh, I don't have enough money. I think I'll wait and I'll save up some money. And then every day you're trying to save, and then of course there's always something that's gonna variables that's gonna come around that you have to use that money for something else. And so there goes that. You'll procrastinate. You'll put it off. You'll be like, oh, I'm gonna be in a better place next year. I'll do it next year. Next year I'll be in a better place. The doubt. Oh, someone like me can never pull this off. You tell yourself. You just sit there and you're telling yourself all these things, okay, about yourself. The paradigm effect. That's exactly what it is. It's the belief. It's how you see yourself. It's what you believe about yourself. And that's developed sometimes it's our environment that shapes us. That somebody told a story about a boy with his friend was drowning, and he pulled a big limb off a tree and saved his friend. And when paramedics and everybody came and they said, how did you do that? How did you pull that big limb off the tree? A little boy like you. And you know what he said? He said, because nobody told me that I couldn't do it. That's why I did it. Nobody was there to say you couldn't, you can't. Okay, so that's why he was able to do that. We tell ourselves all these things. What are people going to say? Oh, they're going to laugh at me. Oh, if only I had a spouse. Now let me tell you about that spouse. Don't even bother. Don't throw that one out the window. I did it by myself without a spouse. Yes, my husband was there at the time when we started the employment agency, and then he walked away because he, like I said, it's like the Chinese bamboo tree. You have to water it, you have to nourish it, you have to cherish it. It's your baby. Of course, he didn't have the patience. He walked away, and I wanted to show him that it could work, and I pushed it, and I gave it my all. I did everything that I could to show him that it could work, and it did. It did work. It worked so well that, and I'm not going to sit here and say I was surprised, because I wasn't. I expected it to work, and I believed that it would, and it did. Now, another thing, the crippling illusion that holds you back from where you really want to be is basically you have to sit back and you have to say, how much value do you put on your goal, right? Do you value it enough to see to see that you're a winner, to see the winner in yourself and believe in yourself? Huh? Les Brown said, sometimes you got to believe in someone else's believe in you until you believe it, until your own belief kicks in. So you have to, if someone's telling you how awesome you are, you're great, you're smart, you have to start to believe that until you have to believe the person's belief in you until you start to believe that you are awesome and you are great, and because you are. He said, there's greatness within you. He also said, shoot for the moon. He said, even if you miss the moon, you will land among the stars. No, that's not too bad, is it? I was a single mom. When I scaled my employment agency business, I made a lot of money. And no, I'm not more special than you are. Okay? I believed in it, and it worked. As Zig Ziglar said, you were born to win. So you have to see the winner in yourself. You have to, he said, to be a winner, you must plan to win. So that's how I prepared. I expected my employment agency to do well, and I wanted to show my husband that it could work, and it did. It worked. Okay? He said to prepare to win and expect to win. I expected it. And it happened. It worked for me. Okay? I believe that it would work when this is what I saw even before it happened. I actually envisioned, because I know other agencies that this used to happen for, where the potential worker would go into a particular company to fill out an application, and then the company would say, oh no, you can't fill out the application here, you have to go to this particular agency to fill out the application, because that is where we get all our workers from. That was my employment agency. That happened for me. I envisioned it and it happened. So I know that it can happen. So I don't want to hear this excuse about, oh, if I had a spouse, if only I have a spouse, I would be able to do it. No, that's a lie right there. I know it because I lived it. I can sit here and I can tell you that's not true. So what you need to do is you need to, Les Brown said, the OQP, he said, only qualified people you should surround yourself with. So maybe you need to change your environment, change the people that you're associating with. Okay? That's very important, and maybe that's the most important thing that you should start with right now. Write little notes about how awesome you are, even if you don't believe it yet. Just write it and just stick it all over the house. You stick it on your washroom mirror when you're there in the mornings brushing your teeth. It's right there in front of you. See it enough to believe it. I believe that you should. If once you're seeing it enough, then you will start to believe it yourself. And once you believe it, nobody can talk you out of, and your mind that lies to us consistently and tells us, and of course that's another illusion. Tells us all the things, that's a fear-based illusion. Tell us all the things that we can't do. Oh, your mind is telling you, oh, you can never do that. You will never be able to do that. You tell your mind, you are a liar. I can do this. Okay? And so once you start basically talking back to your mind and telling your mind to shut up, and you might look kind of silly if you talk it out right, but it, as long as it's helping you and it's working for you, who cares, right? And that's what you need to be doing. And I will see you back here in a couple of days. Thanks so much for listening to this audio. Please like, share, and subscribe so that you can get more inspirational audio like this one. Thanks again for listening. My name is CJ.